In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the tangent constraint in Autodesk Inventor. So what the tangent constraint does is it makes a smooth curve or a smooth transition between a curved circle or arc or slot and another feature. And that other feature could be a straight line, or it could also be a curved surface. So here on the left here, we're going to do an example where we have a circle and two lines, and I want this circle to be tangent to both of these lines. So the tangent constraint you can find down here in the bottom left. You can see my mouse dancing around on it. So I'm going to left click on it to activate it. And then you just select what you want to make tangent to one another. And it doesn't matter the order you select them. I could select the line first, then the circle, or the circle, then the line. It will do the same thing. So I'm going to select my circle first, and then I'm going to go ahead and select this horizontal line or vertical line. So you'll notice it moves that circle to touch that line, and if we zoom in here, we see we've got a little symbol that pops up, the little tangent constraint symbol. So we know that these two are tangent to one another. And if we were to keep zooming in, now I'm not going to do this, but if we zoomed in forever and ever and ever, what you would see is that this circle only touches this line at one point. So even though, because I'm zoomed out here and because of the thickness of these lines, it looks like it touches all the way along through here to here, if we keep zooming in, you would notice that's not the case. It only touches at one single point, and that's actually the definition of tangent. So let's do the same thing here with the circle in the bottom line. So with my tangent constraint activated, I'm going to select my circle, select my bottom horizontal line here, and you'll see that we get that little symbol pop up here. And that circle moved, and actually, because I did not have the length of this line dimensioned, this line moved with it. So what we have here is a circle that's touching this line on the left at only a single point, and the same thing at the bottom here. It's the circles touching this bottom line only at a single point. So if I were to trim these, let's say I trimmed my circle here, that is the point right there where you see the little coincidence symbol pop up. That's the point where this arc now touches this line, and we get that perfectly smooth transition between the two without a corner happening there. So let's do that again now. Over here I have two arcs. So the tangent constraint is not limited to just dealing with circles, it's any sort of curved surfaces. So I'm going to activate the tangent constraint by left clicking on it, and I'm just going to select one arc and then the other. And you'll notice what the program does. It puts a little symbol there saying these two are tangent, and again, if I was to zoom in here forever and ever and ever, we would see that they only touch each other at one point. There's no overlapping happening. And that's how we avoid that corner that happens. Actually, I can show you that right here. That's how we avoid that little corner that happens when an arc is not tangent to the adjacent geometry. So if I was to trim these guys, we would end up with this nice, beautiful curve between these two arcs without a corner happening right there. So let's do this one last time here. So right here I have half of a slot drawn. So I've got two parallel vertical lines and I've got a little arc. And we can see we definitely have corners happening here. We can see where the line meets the circle. That's definitely not a smooth transition. So we're going to place a tangent constraint between the left line and the arc. And you'll notice it shrunk the line there and it made the arc bigger so that we get that nice smooth transition. And let's do the same thing on the right. So again, now we've eliminated those corners and the line goes directly into that arc or that semicircle there without the corners and with a nice smooth transition. So that's how we can use the tangent constraint in a 2D sketch in Inventor.